In this project, we've got a soccer player that takes a penalty kick on a net. So we use the left and right arrow keys to position the player, and when we press the spacebar, the ball is kicked. Okay, we'll start by getting our backdrop. And we'll get our sprite. So we've got our soccer player, we've got our backdrop. And so the first thing that we can do that's easy is we can make the soccer player move left to right when the arrow keys are pressed. So I'm going to use a when block. So when a certain key is pressed, in this case it's going to be the left arrow and the right arrow. And I'm going to change the x coordinate. When I'm going left, I'm changing the x coordinate by -10. When I'm going right, I'm changing the x coordinate by 10. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm pressing the right key, pressing the left key, up and down don't work. And so it's doing what I want it to do so far. So the next component is the soccer ball. So I'm going to get the soccer ball. And the way I'm going to make this work is I'm going to have the soccer ball follow the soccer player. So when the game starts, we want the ball to be in front of the soccer player. And when the space bar is pressed, we want the ball to go forward. So we're going to use glide 2, and so because it's going up, the x coordinate's not going to change. So I'm going to take the x position and I'm going to put that in for the x coordinate. So basically the x coordinate stays the same. And I'm just going to choose, I found that 0 seems to be a good value for it to stop so that it looks like it's in the net. So let's give this a try. Okay, so the ball is with the soccer player. It's on top of the soccer player right now. It's actually not where we want it. But we'll press the space bar and the ball goes forward as if it's going towards the net. So how we're going to fix this is we're going to take one of the looks blocks, which is go to, and we're going to say go to forward 1 layer. And that's just going to bring the soccer player above the soccer ball. So we fixed that. What we need the ball to do is follow the soccer player as the soccer player moves. Now, if we move the soccer player, he just leaves the ball behind. So what we need to do is continuously have the ball following the player. So we're going to have a forever block, and we're going to make it glide to the soccer player. And we don't want any sort of delay. We want it to be instantaneous. So we're going to make it 0. So let's give this a try, see how this works. Okay, so the ball starts with the player. We move to the right, the ball is following the player, and we click the space bar, and the ball is scored. So one of the problems with this project is that once we kick the ball, it immediately returns to the soccer player. We want the ball to stay there until at least we click the spacebar again. So to do that, we're going to need a variable. So I've got a variable here called ball, and I made that by pressing the make a variable button. And I'm going to set that variable initially at the start to kicking. So we're in kicking mode. And we want the ball to move with the soccer player only if we're in this kicking mode. So we're going to use this equivalence operator. And we're going to take the ball variable and check to see if it's equal to kicking. And if it is, we're going to make the ball follow the player. So once the spacebar is pressed, we're going to set the variable to scoring, and that's going to prevent the ball from following the soccer player. So we're going to give that time to travel to the net, and then we're going to give a short pause to just have everything work smoothly. And once that is over, we'll set it back to the kicking mode. And that way you don't have this sort of rapid fire effect of kicking the ball over and over again very quickly. So let's give this a try. And the ball is again with the soccer player, take another shot, and then there's a little bit of a delay until it returns to the soccer player.